we go. Here are my top 10 favorite psychological thrillers of all time. Oh! All right, coming at number 10, we got Hard Candy. The movie is about Haley, and Haley's 14 years old, and Haley has been making plans to take down this man who's inappropriate with children. Haley had the right idea. We should snip it off if you're gonna force it on young children. All right, then next we got Perfect Blue, and Perfect Blue is disturbing and yet confusing. So the movie's about this idol singer, Mima, and Mima is making this career switch from singing to acting. However, during this transition, she's dealing with a stalker and somebody that looks exactly like her. Perfect Blue goes crazy, and it makes you crazy because you don't know who's crazy in the movie. All right, then next we got Ansandi. The movie's about these twins who receive these letters from their mother who recently just passed. They get two letters. One letter goes to their father and the other letter goes to their brother. However, here's the issue. The twins have never met the father and the twins have never known they had a brother. We find out why these twins have never known their brother or their father. And when you find out just like them, you're going to be heartbroken just like them. All right, then next we got 2003's Old Boy. So Old Boy is about this dude who gets kidnapped and locked up for 15 years and then suddenly he's released. And he has no idea who did this and why they did this and why they let him go all of a sudden. The part that gets me is the ending because he chose the path to continue that relationship with that person. Now, technically, I never said these were all going to be movies, so next is the TV show Sharp Objects. You got this chick who goes back to her hometown to investigate the murders of these two young girls. And when she gets there, she has to deal with her family that she's really not close with because her mama is weird. Next, we got Fear. The movie's about this girl named Nicole who's 16, and she starts dating this dude named David. However, David is 23, and David is highly unwell. Mark Wahlberg in that movie was adorable, but he was psychotic and disgusting. All right, then next we got The Skin I Live In. The movie's about this plastic surgeon, and he's been working long and hard on this skin development. However, there's a woman living in his house, and it seems like she can't leave. Yeah, she's being held against her will there. I couldn't believe the plot twist in The Skin I Lived In. I loved it. All right, then next you got I Saw the Devil. You got this dude and he wants to get revenge on the dude that murdered his fiance. One of my favorite scenes in that movie is the car scene. The way that camera is going around in that car while they're all fighting each other. Cinema. All right, then next at number 2 is Blink Twice. And yes, you heard me correctly. When I saw that movie in the theaters, I sat there for at least an extra 15 minutes because I couldn't believe how genius that whole Red Rabbit thing was. Lastly, my number 1 is Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler scares the living daylights out of me. It is so ferociously scary because it feels so real. And that's because Jake Gyllenhaal plays a psychopath really, really well. It messes with you. It creeps me out. I think it does everything a psychological thriller needs to do to be successful. So my number 1 is Nightcrawler.